Hey KCC family, this is Pastor Paul, and I hope that you found this time of fasting to be a good time for you in our month of February, our month of holiness, and I hope that's been really beneficial for you as you've taken something out of your life and hopefully filled that with something spiritual, something of God, maybe reading His Word more, praying more, something like that. And I hope that's been really helpful to you and to your family as you've taken something out and put it aside and said, okay, now I need to focus on the things of God. And if you know from my previous blog, one of the things that I felt like was just really taking up a lot of my time was sports, and mostly my sports apps. I was checking all the time on my phone. I could tell you even the pattern of where it was and how many swoops to get there and where it was on the position of the phone. And I was checking all the time, and it just filled my life, that every time I was sitting down, every time I was walking, every time I was doing something, anytime I had a spare moment where my eyes could look away, I found that they were looking away down to my phone, and I was looking at my sports app. I always had that information, was able to talk about it, was able to talk about it with other people. And you know what I got convicted of was a passage that came to my mind in Deuteronomy. I'm just going to read it to you really quick. And you probably know it. We've heard it a long time. It's called Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4. It's called the Shema. That's what they call it. It was something that was just so much a part of the Old Testament and what they would do in the Jewish religion. And this is what it says. It says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might." We've heard that a ton. So that thing, we got to love God. We got to love God. But look what the next part says. It says, "And these words that I command you today, they shall be on your heart, and you shall teach them diligently to your children. Shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise." This is what's supposed to be on our minds all the time, is that God has taught us that you need to love me with all that you are. So love me with everything that you have. And when you're doing every part of your life, you should be talking about this love, talking about God's love for us and how we should love God and how we can love God. That's what we need to teach to our children. And I think what I do a good job of is my kids are definitely fans of the Giants. They're definitely fans of all of my teams. But have I taught them to love God? And that's what I was convicted about. And I will tell you, as I've done this now for a couple weeks, it's been hard to not check accidentally, just because it's been so much of who I am. But I have found, as I put the phone down and when I come home, I don't go and sit on the couch and read about what's going on and go through all the Twitter things and what sports analysts are saying. What I find myself doing now is getting my kids together and saying, let's read a book. Let's read the Bible. Let's see God's story. And it's helped me a lot, I think, in being a better father and being a better role model to my kids, and really just being more obedient to Deuteronomy chapter 6. I hope you've benefited from your fast. We're not done yet. We're in the home stretch, so I hope you keep there, and you can keep me accountable. If you see me on my phone and you see me checking my apps, do like my kids did in the last video and go ahead and smack it out of my hand, and I won't get mad at you, and plus I need a new phone anyways. I hope you're blessed, guys, and keep doing the fast.